Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to give you guys a big update on our triplet boys and let you know how they've been doing. Okay guys, so I know in my last video I said that I was going to do my labor and delivery story next, but there's been some big things happening that have happened with our boys, so I decided to do this one first. And also, if you hear a noise in the background, I'm pumping currently, and that's just kind of part of my life, a big part of my life right now. And so, yeah, I just figured it was kind of a good time. I'm sitting here for about 15-20 minutes, so why not record a video while I'm sitting here? So that's just what it is. And maybe this will be kind of a trend for my videos in the future. I don't know, where there'll be a sound of a bump in the background. But anyway, that's, I guess, the life of having preemie triplets and trying to hopefully get, you know, a good amount of breast milk for them. So anyway, but so I also want to say something too. I know I saw a question in the comments about, you know, from our last video where we showed clips of the babies in the NICU and then them in the special care nursery. And in one of the clips, I'm wearing a mask. And I want to say, like, the reason why for that. I do not have coronavirus or anything like that, so it's not because of that. But because of the whole coronavirus thing, there was constantly things like updating and things changing. And so they started out at first, like, we didn't have to wear a mask going into the NICU or special care nursery. And then it became to where they're like, yeah, you're required to wear a mask whenever you go in, which was pretty annoying because they're really hot. And I don't know, I just get really sweaty in those things. So anyway, but we had to wear it to go in there. And we also had to start wearing like gowns over our outside clothes, so which kind of made it even hotter. And so anyway, it was really stuffy back there. And that happened when they went to the special care nursery, that they had that update. So anyway, so that's why that happened. And I didn't really explain it because, yeah, I just kind of had forgotten that that was part of it, I guess, until I saw that comment. And I was like, oh yeah, I should probably talk about that, because there was just constantly things changing, and which, you know, made it kind of difficult going to see them. And they actually ended up canceling where we couldn't do skin to skin anymore. And anyway, it was just, yeah, not fun. But now I'm going to start with the update. So actually at the last video I recorded it on the 31st, March 31st. And today is April 9th. So it has been a while since I have did an update. But actually that day on the 31st, they did kind of hint at potentially one of our sons coming home. And then the next day they were like, he's ready, he's coming home. So he came home on that day, and that was Hadwin, which is baby B. And so he's the biggest, and he was able to eat all of his feeds by bottle for like a certain amount of time, and they were very, you know, happy with his progress and everything. So they're like, he can come home. So that was wonderful. We had him for 2 nights, and then they were like, the other 2 are coming home. And we're like, whoa. And it's so crazy because they were actually kind of pretty far behind, really, him, especially baby C, Ebenezer. He was only eating like 2 bottles a day out of his 8. Like, so all of his other feedings were in his NG tube. And he was just really struggling to kind of get past that 2-bottle max. Like, he just wasn't finishing the bottles. And so they didn't want to push him to, you know, have him have more feeds through bottles. And then Hesed, baby A, was actually, he was having about half of his feeds by bottle. And he was doing really good, but, you know, and they were kind of slowly increasing him. But they both just like improved really quickly, and they were gaining weight and all this stuff. And so they were like, you know, they're doing all of their feeds. And it was actually really funny because we went to see them in the special care nursery, and I was changing Ebenezer, and he was really struggling. He was, you know, fighting, and it's hard for me at least, a new mom, like figuring out how to put these outfits on them with, you know, they got these delicate little arms and hands and fingers and all this stuff. And he was wiggling around, and I accidentally like ripped his NG tube out. And I was like, oh no, because like, you know, when they get that, when they have to have that put back in, it's really, I hate it because it's just painful for them. You know, the tube goes into their nose and down into their stomach. It's just not comfortable. So I felt so bad. I was like, oh no, is he going to have that thing put back in? And they were like, well, you know, he is doing really well. And, you know, now maybe it's just time for us to bump up all his feeds to the bottle. And he did really well, and he didn't have to have it put back in. And then like the next day, they came home, all of our babies. So they were in the hospital for a total of 15 days. You know, Hadwin, baby B, was 13 days, and the other two, 15. So I couldn't believe it, really. Like, I really was expecting them to be in much longer. Just, you know, going into this, knowing I was going to have triplets, you know, hearing stories and just all this stuff. And they were able to come home like in about 2 weeks. And we are so thankful. And we have had them home since then. And, you know, we have been learning a lot. And I may, you know, end up showing some videos in the future of different things that we do to try to, you know, keep them on the same routine and kind of function. And you know, I've got help from my parents. Unfortunately, we can't have all the help that, you know, a lot of friends and neighbors and all this stuff have offered to help, but it's so hard with this whole COVID-19 thing. And, you know, we want to limit, you know, not have a whole bunch of people in the house. So, of course, and we don't want, you know, even just a rotation of people coming in the house. So we've really just stuck with family and pretty much. And so it's just, yeah, but we're able to do it, and things are going pretty well. They're really good little boys. They're really, you know, they have their fussy moments for sure. They're newborn babies. But anyway, we are so thankful to have them home. They're doing so well. They've all been to the pediatrician, and they've gotten like, you know, rave reviews, I guess, of like their health and just how well they're doing. And, you know, our pediatrician just kind of kept saying like she was amazed at how well they are. And at 34 weeks, triplet babies, and just how healthy they are. And, you know, we're just so thankful for that. And yeah, we're just so thankful to all be together as a family, not have to drive back and forth to the hospital anymore and go through the whole shenanigans of like, you know, who wants to go to a hospital during this COVID-19 pandemic? Nobody. Like, you want to avoid hospitals. So anyway, it's just, we're so thankful that we don't have to go anymore, and we can just stay home. And it almost feels like, you know, with people that have newborns, I think they kind of homebound anyway. So it kind of, this whole COVID-19, I think, kind of fits in with like what our lives would look like even without it. But anyway, we're just very thankful to all be home and together, and for the boys to finally like be together, because they never were put together. I think in the past they said sometimes they would put like multiples in the same bed sometimes. I mean, not all the time, but now they don't. They're all separate. And so it's just really cool to like put them side by side together and all this stuff. And so anyway, but now I'm going to insert clips of just videos we've taken of them since being home, pictures we've taken of them. So enjoy our cute little boys. We are so thankful for them. And stay tuned, because I am going to keep doing videos, but, you know, they might just be a little bit more informal maybe, which I think is probably a good thing. So just to make it more real. But yeah, I look forward to, you know, continuing to share just what it's like being a mom of triplet babies. And yeah, so I'm learning, and we don't really know what we're doing, of course, but you know, I feel like I've kind of, you know, watched some other YouTube videos of people with triplets and gotten some ideas of things that have been really helpful, and so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, so I will stop talking and let you guys enjoy some clips of our sweet boys, and stay tuned, like I said, because I will continue to do this, and I will be posting that labor and delivery video. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and thank you so much to all my subscribers that are subscribed and that, you know, all your sweet comments, and just, I really, really appreciate it. And look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye. Identical brothers just started holding hands all on their own. So sweet. They've been apart from each other for so long. I guess 2 weeks.
Now they found each other.
They found each other.
Oh, you're talking to each other in grunting language. Oh, don't slap your brother in the head. Somebody is tired. I'm recording this video.
Oh, what are you looking at?
Ebenezer, you're like, who's that? Who's over there?
Your hand's not
Who's over
moving
there?
anymore. That's good.
Hesed is snoring.
Who's over there?
You want to see Daddy?
There's Chesed. Chesed snoring. Who's over there? Hmm?
You hear Daddy?
What's going on? Hmm? I am in deep thought about what is the coronavirus situation? How is that impacting our civilization in years to come? How is it going to change how we do business in this world and interact with people? Yes, all these thoughts are going across my mind right now, and I'm overwhelmed by them. Well, and here's Chesed trying to sleep. What is he thinking? Nothing, probably. I just want to go to sleep. Meanwhile, he's still in deep thought. Or maybe he's just like, this is too close. I can't look at everyone so closely. Still zoomed in.
Yeah. You can see your brother? He's over here sleeping. Look. Here's our boys sleeping in a crib together. And this is downstairs. This is not in our bedroom. And we decided to do this instead of like a pack and play because this is just bigger. It can hold more weight. And we also can, you know, we put them kind of close just to let them kind of bond with each other, and we're down here watching them, you know, to make sure they're not, you know, gonna hurt each other or roll over on top of each other or anything like that. But this is where they usually chill during the day for their naps. And I guess newborns are kind of sleeping all the time when they're not eating, pretty much. our fussy. So this is Hadwin. And here's Ebenezer. And here's Hesed.
I with Chesed and Hadwin.
That's Ebenezer.
Beep! With Chesed and Ebenezer. Oh no.
Your daddy's silly. Your daddy's silly.
He's like, stop grumbling and shaking me with your laughter. It's like an earthquake here.
You're like, be still.
Let's see that grin. Let's see that grin.
Are you gonna sign? Open it. Oh, oh, no, not really. Hi. Hi. Hi, Hesed.
They're really enjoying themselves. It's gonna be so comfortable, this setup. It's comfortable, isn't it? He's like, you're talking too loud, Dad.